Hello, my name is David Mahalik. This is Hung Ma. Today we're talking about the P2131 sterilizer. In this video, we're going to show you how to remove and reinstall the PLC. So it's going to require removing this right side panel, doing a little bit of wiring and getting into it. So what we're going to first show you though is a few things to document the old PLC, the old software version. So we'll move around here to the front here in a second to show you that. Alright, so we're at the front of the sterilizer main unit and we're going to follow the procedure in the manual in section 4, replacing the PLC. So it tells us to turn the sterilizer main unit off and then we're going to turn it back on so we can record the software version of the old PLC that was installed. Just for your records, you'll see the firmware version and then you'll see the software version right there at the bottom. This is 104.3. We can press confirm. We're also going to record the amount of cycles that were on the old PLC. So we're going to go to the status screen. And you can see for this PLC 37 cycles were run on it. So we're going to record that again just for your records so you know how many cycles have been run on this sterilizer. Then we're going to turn power off. So for this procedure, we're going to be in the electrical enclosure. So to avoid any electrical shock hazards, we're going to disconnect the power. So you're going to just spin the cap off the Class L connector, place the cap on the incoming power supply. And I like to go ahead and put this in the end cap so we just know that we are safe from anybody reconnecting this during our procedure. Alright, so here we are on the right side panel, and the fourth step here is to remove the panel. So you can use a multi-tool or flathead to twist the panel latches counterclockwise. It's good to stabilize the panel with your other hand so it kind of doesn't fall off as you loosen up these latches. Alright, now we have access here to the PLC. So first he is going to work on removing all the connectors. So he's going to remove the MJ2 connector from the side of
the small flathead if available to pry it off.
He's going to remove all the connectors, the orange on the left side, the black on the right side, prying off the flathead. And the MJ2. Now he's going to remove the power from the bottom. Alright, now he's going to remove the 4 clamps that hold in the PLC. They're hard to see. There's one on the back and then one on the underside. So you can use a Phillips head. Let's get the one on the bottom there.
And for the one in the back, it's easy to use a snub Phillips head.
Be careful as you remove the last clamp, just not to push the PLC through the front of the unit. Alright, so then he's just gonna push the PLC out through the front. And it's going to document the serial number. You'll see the serial number there. And then it is also right there on the side. So we're going to document that just for your records so you know what serial number was originally installed on the unit. Alright, so Hung's got the PLC ready to reinstall. There's a gasket that seals on the front that you're going to want to check for. Let's show them that gasket real quick.
Gasket.
Yeah. There's a little gasket right along this edge that you're just going to want to check for. Kind of seals on this edge here. So you want to check that that's free of debris. And insert the PLC.
Before installing clamps, make sure the legs are all the way back to the back side. And as far as the sequence goes, we'll do the front one first. Rotate clockwise till it's tightened, but they're not overly tight. Get it snug. Next, install the back using a short Phillips head. Locate slot. Taps in, and using the short, just locate the this had to do by feel.
So the clamp he just tightened is right there. You can barely see it, but it's just the upper right part of the PLC, the back one.
For the bottom tab, use a flathead screwdriver to hold tab in place. And tighten using screwdriver. Last tab, go ahead and put it on the front. Hold down with finger and tighten. Go back to first tab and tighten up any slack.
Now he's going to rewire the PLC. The first part he's going to connect is the power connector on the bottom. So you can see that come right there that he's just clipped in.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's going to clip in the black connector on the back. And now he's going to connect the orange connector. Just make sure they're fully inserted and kind of snap in place. Finally, he's going to do the MJ2 connector, and it will just clip in place on the top. So he's kind of going around and just checking and make sure everything's fully inserted. You can see the black one on the back, the power, the orange, and then the MJ2. Alright, now that he has the PLC reinstalled, we're going to turn the sterilizer on to check the software version and compare it to the software version of the PLC that was taken out. If it's older, then you're going to have to update the software, and you can contact FDI for instructions on how to do that. So we're going to turn the sterilizer on. We're going to check the software version down here. You can see that it's 1043, which matches the PLC that we took out of this unit. So we know that the software version is the same. It's going to perform the same. Again, if it was older, you would want to perform a software update. So once the PLC is reinstalled, you can reset all your parameters here, your time. You can press on it. You can jog through and change everything you need to do there. Change the date. You can change your unit ID to whatever you need. Number 2. Make sure you reset up your barometric pressure. You're going to open up the door, press 0. Again, if you've set this up in a different place than previously, the barometric pressure will be a little different, so you'll have to zero that out. You can press confirm. Now, on the status screen, previously, if this was a different number of cycles, you can update that and say you wanted it to keep a running count of how many cycles this sterilizer main unit had. You can press that number and say we had run 100 cycles on the old PLC. And we can press 100, enter, and now this is tracking at 100 cycles. So that's all the setup on the new PLC to do. The last step in the manual is to perform biological and performance testing per AMI ST79 to qualify the whole sterilizer for efficacy and performance. So again, any maintenance, intrusive maintenance that's performed in the sterilizer, you're going to want to follow AMI ST79 to recommission the sterilizer and make it ready for use. That's all for replacing the PLC. Thank you very much.